What is good, y'all? It's your boy Humble Success, and we are back with another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys skills you guys should know and have in 2024 and years coming up. You guys should obtain the skills. If you guys don't have any of these, you guys should look towards putting it in your list of things you have to obtain throughout the years. We're going to start slow and simple. I have a couple, I have them written down for you guys, so we're just going to get the video started that way. Okay, number one, working out. A lot of you guys aren't in shape. A lot of you girls and guys are not in shape. I'll tell you this right now. When you're in shape, it puts you in a different level of confidence. You're able to obtain a lot more because your mindset is shifted. You know your limits physically and mentally, because when you're in the gym, you really have to work on mind control when you're hitting your weights. So you got to be able to stay in shape and put yourself in the best physique possible that you can obtain. And the reason why is that a lot of people look at people who are in shape with more respect. You look like a person who actually takes care of themselves. Whenever I see a guy with more muscle mass than me, I'm like, yeah, this guy actually put in the work. I respect them a little bit more just judging him. I judge him, I'll be like, yeah, this guy actually puts in the work. And that's the thing, humans are visual creatures. We look at something and we just naturally judge. So you want to be able to be put in the position that when people look at you, they're like, yeah, this guy looks good, he looks capable. If you're out of shape, you're fat, you're unhealthy, it just looks wrong. It looks like you're not productive, it looks like you're not disciplined. So a lot of people trust you less. That's the number one skill I believe everybody should have. I believe everybody should try their best to stay in shape. It's very important. Number two is writing. The world revolves around reading and writing. If you don't have the skill, I don't know what to say to you, because there's so much things you can do when you can actually write. You can read, you can do all these kinds of things. You can actually put yourself in a position to obtain more wealth, because here's the thing with knowing how to read and write. You're able to actually apply yourself in better positions. You're able to communicate in better things. That's why I always speak in my videos that you guys should read books. you know you guys should definitely read books. If you're trying to increase your vocabulary, why not read books? There's a lot of words in them, there's a lot of knowledge waiting to be obtained. So that's what I believe. Reading and writing is number two skill. You guys should, that's like one of the easiest things you guys, and one of the first things you guys should get down. Number three, this one is opinion based. I'm a rapper, so I believe you guys should also learn the art of music. It's not for everybody, but it's very good. It helps you in social gatherings. If you're able to be musical in some kind of way, you can bring a lot of people together. They say music brings the world together. So I believe that's a skill a lot of people should know. If it's the guitar, piano, trombone, singing, any kind of musical vibe. It's not narrowed down to one thing. I believe that every form of music is beautiful. So that's just a biased opinion. You guys can take it or leave it, but I believe learning how to actually work with music is a very good skill. A lot of girls like guys who actually, are good with music. So that's one thing you guys can think about. Number four, I'll say content creating. You got to be able to build a brand online. Content creating is very important because the world is revolving around social media now. The world is actually changing. And there's a lot of things you can do when you actually have a broad social presence. A lot of people will take you more serious. A lot of things you can obtain with just having a brand online. So if you guys aren't too familiar with content creating, I'd say, bro, start on YouTube. Start simple. Start by creating a brand of yourself. If you want to do motivational like I'm doing, if you want to do music like I also do, if you want to do freaking pranks, you want to do all these kinds of things, there's a lot you can do, because when you have a fan base or a group of supporters, people who actually support you, you can actually sell a product. You can actually push another thing that helps society. I said trade value for money. That's the only way you can obtain wealth, is if you trade that value you're given for the money. It has to be paid for. So I'd say content creating is very useful in today's society. You know, me personally, I'm trying to expand with content creating. I feel like that would push me and take me very far. You know. Number five, you got to be able to network. These just the ability to talk to people and actually create connections and build a team is very important, especially if you want to advance in a career. You know, I believe personally that one person can't do everything. So the best way to become successful is if you create a team. And how do you create a team? You got to be willing to communicate. You got to be willing to go to networking events. You got to be willing to actually expand your horizon. You can't be limited. You can't stay in your basement and expect people to work with you. That's not how it works. You got to actually chase and push. You got to put in the work to actually build that connection with a lot of people, like-minded individuals. I believe that's very important. That's a skill in 2024 that's very important. So if you guys don't have that, I'd say look towards it. It's very important, man. I'll say that once more. And last and for all, it's a basic human need. Everybody got to eat. You got to learn how to cook, I believe every human being on this planet, guy, girl, should know how to cook. It's a survival thing. If you don't know how to cook, bro, you're gonna starve. So it's a simple. I don't really feel like I gotta expand or go into all that. Like the reason why you should know how to cook, like, bro, cooking is just a life skill. And with the ability to know how to cook, you could actually put yourself in shape, because that goes back to fitness. What are you putting in your body? And knowing how to cook will help you save a lot of money, because a lot of people go to all these fast food restaurants, they spend a whole bunch of money, and before you know it, at the end of the week, they spent $300 on food when they could have just spent $50 on like groceries. I don't know how much it is for a lot of people. Of course, it's different for a lot of people depending on how many people are inside the house and how many people are actually taking use of the groceries. But I believe you can save a lot of money by just prepping your meals and doing things like that, keeping it organized. This right here is all the skills you guys need for 2024 and moving forward. If you guys don't have these skills, I'd say work towards it. Even I am still working towards the skills. I'm working on being better at my content creating. I'm working on networking. I'm working on all kinds of things, writing and reading. Reading and writing. I'm working on developing my skill in that aspect. So I believe you guys should also pursue the same thing, in whatever you guys want to do. All these skills would definitely push you a lot further than the average person. I say this time and time, all the time. In order for you to be successful, all you got to do is do a little bit more than the average person, and you'll be right there. That's it for this video. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Catch y'all later on the next video. Humble success. Stay humble.